Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with a new chapter in maths, that is chapter 3, A Trip to Bhopal, chapter for standard 4th. Objectives of this chapter. So after completing this chapter, students will learn method of solving problem involving daily life situations related to time, distance, rupees, paise, capacity by using interrelationship between multiplication and division. They will also learn multiplication of 2 digit by 1 digit and 3 digit by 2 digit. As well as they will also learn and revise the division of 2 digit by 1 digit and 3 digit by 1 digit. So let us start with the chapter. We will hear a story. In this chapter, there is a description of a girl called Sugandha. Today, Sugandha is excited. All the children of her school are going on a trip to Bhopal with their teachers. Miss Meenakshi and Mr. Rakesh are taking about the number of buses needed. So children, here Miss Meenakshi and Rakesh are their teachers, and now they are counting the number of the buses required so that they can book them for the trip. Miss Meenakshi is saying we will need 4 buses. So that on that Mr. Rakesh said, I think we need at least 5. So they were discussing the number of buses required. On that Miss Meenakshi said, each bus has 50 seats. So children, in one bus there are 50 seats available for the children. To that Rakesh said, let us see how many children are going. So children, before booking the buses, we need to find out the total number of children going for the trip. So they started counting, and then they made a table in which from class 1 there were 33 children, class 2 32 children, class 3 42 children, class 4 50 children, and class 5 53 children. Now for this we need to find out the total. So let us find out the total. So now we will add all the values. So adding, we get total as 210. So the total comes to 210. So there are total of dash children are going. So total we need to write the amount here. So we have already found that the total amount is, or the total number of children are 210. So we will write here answer as 210. Now let us solve some of the questions which are given on textbook page number 23. So first of all we will read the question. If they get 4 buses, how many children will get seats? Now children, they are asking that if they book 4 buses only, then how many children can get the seats? Now Miss Meenakshi earlier had told that one bus has 50 seats. So we'll say that one bus is equal to 50 seats. So 4 buses is equal to how much? Now we all know that we have already learned about cross multiplication. So straight away we will cross multiply here. So when we cross multiply, here. So we will multiply 4 into 50 divided by 1. We all know that whenever there is 1 at the denominator, we will only multiply the numerator. So straight away we will multiply 50 by 4. All of you know the table of 4? Yes. So straight away 4 zeros are 0, 4 5s are, so 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 4 4s are 16 and 4 5s are 20. Clear? Yes, we got the answer. So 56 you will multiply by 4 buses. So total we get 200 seats. So thus answer we have to write 200 children may sit on 200 seats. Now moving to the next question. On same page, that is textbook page 23, will there be any children left without seats? Now earlier we have children already added all the number of students from different standards and that total came to 210. So to find out how many children are left without seat, we will subtract total number of children minus total number of seats in the buses. So total number of children are 210 while total number of seats in the buses we have calculated earlier only and it was 200. So children, it is very simple calculation. You need to subtract 200 from 210. So we will write 210 minus 200. So 0 minus 0 is 0, 1 minus 0 is 1 and 2 minus 0 is 0. So what we get the answer, children? It is 10. Yes, 10 is the right answer. So we will write finally as yes, there will be 10 children left without seats. Now only 10 students were left. So they again discussed that for just a few children we cannot get another bus, hence we can share the seats. So children, today in this session we have learned about how we can calculate the number of seats depending upon the total number of people going for traveling. So this is how we can apply it in a real life. So children, thank you and I hope you have understood. We will continue with the chapter next time. Take care.